Welcome back, everybody. Harry P. from the Driftless Homestead. We're out showing you another tour with the drone of the fall colors. This is week 10-17. Last week, I missed, and since then we've had some super high winds and some rain, and you'll see that we lost most of the leaves over the past week. Um, so we're just going to run down the Mill Creek Valley here, do a quick little rotation and show you for retrospect or for perspective, from what you've seen from one week to the next, where we're at with this. Um, we'll run down to the Boaz Chain of Lakes here and see if there's any table fare for any of you duck hunters, waterfowl hunters, I should say, because there are geese down there as well. So you'll see as we go here, you might see that they've already started to harvest the soybeans, definitely, and then there's some vast areas of corn that they've been taking in as well. So it's been, with the exception of this past week here with some wild weather, it's been relatively dry, so they're able to get into the fields and take the stuff off. Last year, and it was so wet that a lot of guys lost their soybeans, and then they had to wait really a long time. I mean, there was a lot of standing corn up during the week of Thanksgiving, which traditionally in Wisconsin, that's our gun hunting week. So that was really whenever they leave the corn up, it's really hard to hunt because the deer get into that corn and you can't get them out. And who wants to go running in a cornfield because you can't shoot anything in there anyway. So you'll see the duckweeds all condensed to one side, and there's a bunch of geese there. Future meals. So they're in the Boaz Chain of Lakes getting their nourishment. So you see them swimming around there. My plan probably for April Fool's Day is there's a fence around the Chain of Lakes there, but I'm going to get a sign that says walleye limit 3, and hang it up on the fence by the gate and see if anybody, just take a picture of it really and just share with some of the people in Boaz about there being a limit of how many walleyes you can catch in the Chain of Lakes here. Might as well, I mean, people are shooting those geese and eating those, so why not catch a fish out of there as well. So here is the corn. You can see the wind, it's pretty windy. You can see it on the corn, the way it makes the waves. When I lived in North Dakota, it was really something when you got a windy day, and they would have these vast fields of wheat, and you'd look out there and it looked like just waves on the ocean as the wind blew the wheat around. It's kind of cool. North Dakota is a very nice place with some of the best people I've ever met and known in my life. As I've got great friends out there, and I go back to visit and go walleye fishing on Lake Sakakawea, and just to hang out. So we'll take this back to the land here. I'm gonna go low to the corn here, and coffee's done. Alright, we're going to take this back to the cabin here and see what it is. I like to do the same run every week, it's going to give you a perspective of things that you saw before. You can compare it to the progression of the fall as it comes now. You'll see there on the bottom left hand side there, all the corn's been taken off right there. And then up here a little bit further, you'll see that the corn has been taken off as well. Depending on who owns the property, they rent the land out to different farmers, and the different farmers have different things going on by depending on when they planted as to when they're going to harvest, and if they want to spend money on propane to dry it out, or if they want to try and dry it out as much in the fields as they can. You know, there's really a catch-22. You know, certainly you can leave it dry further in the fields and save some money, but you know, if it ends up raining and doesn't dry out on you, you know, you're going to end up with spending the same amount of money on propane, but also you're going to lose a lot more corn to either mold or animals or deer primarily, but there's a lot of things that eat the corn out there. So yeah, you know, you'll see the corn here. This cornfield in particular is the tallest corn I've ever seen. It's got to be over 12 feet tall, which when I lived in North Dakota, you know, you'd be lucky to get corn to 5.5 feet tall. So this is some really good stuff here. All right, everybody, thanks for showing up. I really appreciate it. If you could like, subscribe, and share, that would help us bring you more of these videos, and then also, you know, help you with some of the other things that we're doing. So thank you very much, and have a great day.